Hey y'all, say y'all, peace and Palo Santo sticks. It is your girl Divine Lika, and welcome back to the channel. To all of my returning viewers, hey soul cousins. So happy, so blessed, so thankful to have you back. To my new subscribers, so happy, so what the fuck? Ow! I burned myself. So happy, so thankful, so blessed to have you back. God damn. See, this is why I fuck with. You see why I say peace and Palo Santo sticks? Me and Sage got a real interesting relationship. That's all I gotta say, y'all. Okay? It does. I like Sage because it does give me the smoke that I want. And Palo Santo, it seems like it just kind of burns out. Damn, that shit got me good. I'm queen of burning myself. Y'all been burning myself all my life. See my shoulders? All burns from curling irons. And I've been burning myself for a long time. Yeah, but anywho, let's get into this energy. I had to come back again tonight. I felt like y'all needed another message, so I'm here again. We need another the message, cause shit, I'm a part of the collective too. You know, just helping each other better navigate this beautiful human experience. Each other. And you see, I see each other. I ain't just helping y'all. Y'all help me too. Trust and believe it. Trust and believe y'all help me too. Okay? This is not a one-sided situation, baby. But you can help me even more if y'all could just like, comment, and subscribe, because that helps me out a lot. So thanks for that. You know, thanks for that. For the likes, the people that do like, comment, and subscribe, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you're just tuned in and you forget the like, you know, and you forget the like, thank you. I'm appreciative of that too. But let's get into this deck. Y'all know I love me. Y'all know what my favorite deck is. To my you know, my real A1 day ones. Y'all know. Y'all know. My girls. I'ma stick beside them. I'ma stick beside them every time. Every time. I'm going to stick beside him because I'm telling you, y'all, when I feel blocked, I feel like something's blocked. I feel like something is off and it's time for me to channel. Every time. It's just, I can honestly say out of all of the decks that I own, and I own a lot, I just feel like I've formulated a certain type of connection with the deck. And I feel like the connection just gets deeper as I channel from it because I'm starting to have, versus just, you know, taking heed to the advice. It's like these goddesses and their stories, and then like, you know, doing research on the goddess itself. It's like, you know, it's just beautiful. But anyway, let's get into this energy. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. Clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? Let me tell you how much I love y'all, okay? Because quite frankly, the way I just burnt myself at the beginning of this reading, I should have cut it off and I should have came back and did it all over again. But I didn't want to try to catch the vibe. Like the vibe is, you know, I'm in a real good energy. The vibe's good, genuine. I didn't want to go back and mess it up, so fuck it. So I'm not gonna be like, damn, why she ain't just record again or take two? Because I've done it, but I ain't in the mood. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. Clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Allow me to channel these messages and deliver these messages from the highest, most authentic version of myself and not from a place of ego. Any dark magic or evil eye being sent to me or to my platform, I ask that you return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Any dark magic or evil eye being sent to the divine collective, I ask that you just shield, protect, and cover them. And return it back to sender, magnified, bind it to them. And bind it to them, excuse me. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across. And protect and open up my third eye chakra so that I can dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Protect and cover me as I channel these messages. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. What is the Divine Collective needs to hear? 12:12 a.m. right now. Okay. We have creativity, 7 sisters. I just heard untapped potential. Untapped potential. Spirit just said, see through the illusions of the stories that you tell yourself. You can do all things. I do not know what that means. I do not know what that means. Grief came out. Ayla. This came out in the, it tried to come out in the reverse though. Y'all, I burnt myself good as hell for real. God damn, that hurt. It's starting to burn a little bit, man. What the hell? Tell me more, Spirit. Oh my goodness. We got Mami Wata naked. I just pulled these cards for myself. Not the 7 sisters, but Ayla and Mami Wata are 2 cards that I pulled for myself. Just over the weekend. Like when I made, I don't know if some of you caught my transparency post of the post that I was talking, where I'm basically talking about dissociation and like my journey of dealing with dissociating and learning how to heal it. These were 2 cards that I had pulled for myself when I did a reading, so I just find it to be very interesting. It was one of yeah, these are, I think I pulled 4 in total, but those were 2 that came out. Ayla and Mami Wata. Wow. Okay. Okay. And then we have Tenet, pleasure. I've never pulled this card, so I'm very interested to see what this is. This is just a very interesting combination, and I would not be surprised if it's like, okay, not, you know, normally when I take all the cards and I combine it and make it one whole story, I'm getting more of like, this may be a situation where maybe one card applies to somebody or somebodies in the collective. Another card may apply to somebody or somebody's in the collective, but I'm not getting the intuitive of how this all comes together. So I'm just going to read. If it comes to me as to what Spirit is trying to say and the grand scheme of things, then I'll try to break it down. But right now, I'm just getting very individual energies and individual messages. I do feel like, quite frankly, I might be speaking too soon. Because I'm ultimately getting the energy of maybe somebody who is turning their pain into passion. Into, you know, like they may... Okay, let me just get into this. Let me get into this because this is a little tricky. You know, sometimes as readers, like, we'll have it. Like, we can see what Spirit is saying. Other times it's like, I gotta do my Sherlock Holmes. Like, I gotta really break it down to see what the what is. But, Cramps is cramping. They is not playing today. And I'm one of those people, like, I really don't take anything for my cramps. It's just like, I don't know, if I got a high tolerance for pain, I just let it irritate me. My friend thinks I'm crazy, but I'm like, I'm not about to just be dosing up on Tylenol all crazy. That's craziness. I mean, that's just me, but that's just my personal opinion. It's like it. I've been coming on my cycle for how many years? It's like this point. It's like riding a bike. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Seven Sisters, and it says creativity. All right, let's find. Okay, here it is. 24. All right, let's figure this out, y'all. All right, it says goddess of creativity. She's from New Orleans. Her temple is conjurers, and her element is air. The Seven Sisters were. I really have to do my research on them or her, this particular goddess, because I need to figure out what her story is about. It says the Seven Sisters were a mystical Nolans family of identical master psychics and conjure women who never age. But were they? Were the Seven Sisters one shape-shifting woman or seven? Time will never tell. Oh, wait. Because remember when I was saying, what was the message I just channeled from Spirit, where Spirit is saying, you can do all things, see through the illusions, you can do all things. All right, let's read the guidance. It says, create, create, and create. Oh. Yeah, it is what I was saying. This is a situation where it's almost like somebody is going to use their pain to really birth their pain, their emotional vulnerability to really birth to birth something really nice. That's what I'm getting, because it's like, okay, boom, we have the Seven Sisters here, which is all about create, create, create. But then Ayla, even though it says grief, do you see that she's pregnant? I was just saying in the last reading, I'm like turning your pain into passion, or pain into pleasure. Okay, let's, ooh, I'm like, this is getting me like anxious. Create, create, create. You come from conjurers and creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gifts to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic creatix and a creative force. Embodiment. You are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. Bro. This is not the card I'm reading. I'm just putting it up because she's pregnant. Somebody is literally going to take their pain, their tragedy, and really, I don't know, like use it to, I'm telling you, somebody is about to flip the script. You alchemist. You alchemist. I'm telling you, y'all are alchemists. I'm already seeing this. Somebody is going to take their grief, their pain, to birth something beautiful. To birth their pain, to birth some type of pleasure, some type of something, but something about you being vulnerable about your grief and your pain is, you're going to realize how it's actually helping you to heal, but it's going to actually help other people too. Something is here, man. And this is like really beautiful. It's like all this purple energy. What my girl tell me? Crown. Your crown, I'm thinking about Queen of Swords when she 888. And when she told me about purple, which was like crown chakra energy. I just feel like there's a lot of purple energy here. Let me finish reading because I'm seeing this. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, it says you are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. You have the power that creates planets, so yes, you are a creative. No one else's opinion matters here. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is birthing, is manifesting. Goddess declaration: I am a creative visionary. Okay. Goddess declaration is I am a creative visionary. This is something that maybe you want to write down as a affirmation. I kind of want to write it down myself. All right, then we're going to move on to Ayla, grief. $58. All right, so it says goddess of grief. Ayla. Oh, she's the goddess of grief. She's from Igbo, Nigeria. Let's show y'all her again. It says ancient Earth Mother Ayla is the foremost Igbo Alusi deity. Goddess Ayla oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Ayla, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Ayla's guidance is give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, and shed tears. Surrender it. So, you know when I said something like this may be for somebody specific or da-da-da-da-da, Spirit just gave me a very specific subscriber. Hopefully you're tuning into this reading. I don't really want to just put you on a spot, but I feel like me and you both have the experience with dissociating. I know you spoke on it. I've posted about it twice, and both times I posted about it, you had left a comment. So I know you're somebody who this is something that we are both dealing with and we have in common. I do feel like this message may be, when I thought of a particular person, you were just somebody that came to my mind. So, yeah, I say really take heed to this message. Shit, we both have to, girl. So let's listen up. Especially me, because I done got it twice. But I'm actively working on it. So that's one thing I can say. I'm actively working on it. I really am. But anyway, it says, give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out. Sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. Embodiment. You're holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal. But grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing it is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. Goddess declaration. I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen, and those who are unseen. Okay. So self-love is very, very self-love, self-care, being gentle with yourself is very detrimental right now from what I'm hearing. The numbers that are associated with these cards, just to let you all know in case that matters to somebody. 11 for the seven sisters. No, excuse me. That is 12 for seven sisters. 29 for Ayla. 30 for Mami Wata. And 11 for Tenit. So, knowing that this is the message, right? We get this Ayla message, and then after Ayla, we have Mami Wata naked. I already know that this card has a lot to do about being emotionally vulnerable, being comfortable, making other people uncomfortable, and even being comfortable with making ourselves uncomfortable. Let me get into the message, though, so I can go deeper into what it is that I'm trying to say and what it is that I'm seeing right now. Because the energy that I'm getting, I almost feel like the Mami Wata card is giving you advice as to how to help you process, how to help you to with these suppressed emotions, this suppressed hurt. I feel like Mami Wata is helping guide Ayla right now with the message that, because I kind of have a feel for what this Mami Wata's message is. I want to get her tattooed. I think I want to get this whole card tattooed on my back. That'd be fly. Okay. I just got me a little something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. 60. I think I just might do that. I feel like I'm due for ink. Way overdue for some ink. And I think that'd be a really good tattoo to get. Anyway, it says Mami Wata. I'll show y'all this beautiful card again. Gorgeous. Goddess of emotional nakedness. She is from Diaspora. Her temple is Griots and her element is water. Mami Wata and her sisters live in the Ikpoba River in Benin City. Ooh. In Benin City, Nigeria. But the ancient mermaid goddess is her own global pantheon. Mami Wata influences emotions and gifts her followers with clairvoyance and healing powers. Hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. So it's almost giving me this feeling, right? Because, you know, the Ayla card was a lot about, like, you know, you're holding on to unprocessed grief and unprocessed emotions. It's almost like you learning how to be emotionally vulnerable is a way that would help you. Wow. Actually, I've actually got Mami Wata a couple of times now that I realize it. Because, okay, I'm gonna give you guys my whole advice on this situation, because I've already taken the initiative to do this for myself. So it says, hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people-pleasing. Speak your truth. Share your story. Cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others and become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. Goddess declaration, I have the courage to be vulnerable. So, what I'm getting from this is you having this courage to be vulnerable. To be comfortable making other people uncomfortable, or even making yourself uncomfortable by being vulnerable, is really going to help you with this unprocessed grief and this unprocessed trauma. So when I pulled this Mami Wata card and I read that, and it says start with the people closest to you. You know what I did? I had to sit there and think. And I had to take it back. Because at first I was like, is it this guy maybe I'm interested in? Because I know I've been having my, you know, I've been trying to take it easy. Or, more than likely, it's not something that has to do with your present time. More than likely, you got to take a, you know, a little stroll down memory lane. I'm not going to say for everybody, but I know for me. If there's somebody you can think about in your present time, there's probably somebody you can think about from your past. That's probably close to you. And what came up was my dad. So, you know, by the grace of God, I have a spiritual dad. So he already knows what I do. And and he's very well versed in different goddesses and things of that nature. So I had told him I pulled the card and I read him exactly what I just read you all. And then I just started to tell him how I felt. Me and my dad do a lot of conversation through voice note. I actually like communicating with him that way. I think it's so much better than a phone call. Because, like, you know, sometimes with phone calls, you might forget a point or something like that. Or somebody might say something, You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's, I don't know. I like talking to him through voice note. But anyway, I read that to him, and then I just, told him about what I have felt over the years, different things that I had kept quiet, that I didn't really express, that I didn't like, and that really had hurt my feelings. And quite frankly, y'all, it took for me to have the conversation to realize I even ever needed to have the conversation. Like, I didn't realize until I got started, as I'm going through, because really when I started the conversation, it was something recently that my dad had did that made me feel away, and I told him about it. But it took me even deeper into some other things. I'm like, now it's like, it was like jogging my memory of certain things. And I was like, wow, you have that. Like, that is unprocessed. That is unprocessed grief. This is bother. This is always in your subconscious bother you. You just haven't realized it because it's been so long. And there's been other things that have hurt you since then that you don't even realize it's something that you're still holding or carrying. And then as I sat there and explained, and after I got done talking to him, and then I took some time to reflect. And I got to see a pattern within myself, with the men that I choose, and how a lot in my last relationship where, because I had a real, run off and do whatever you want and then come back whenever you feel is right and whatever. I had that connection. And, I would just brush it under the rug because I would just be so happy to have my person back in my presence that I'm not even acknowledging or really trying to give too much energy to what happened as to why I haven't talked to you or spoke to you in all this time. Like, what's been going on? Just, just picked up where, just tried to pick up, like, pick up fresh and new and act like nothing ever happened. That's the same thing. The same thing that I would do with my dad. That was the same relationship that I had with my dad. Pick up and act like nothing ever happened because I don't want to be problematic. I don't want to start any issues. I don't want to scare you off. So let me just, keep it hush. But y'all, I'm telling you, I'm saying all that to say this. Once you have the conversation, you'll realize you always needed to have the conversation. So whatever unprocessed grief, whatever unprocessed trauma, that would be a good start. Having a conversation with somebody. Being comfortable, being uncomfortable, making somebody else uncomfortable by having that conversation. I know my dad didn't want to have that conversation. I know that made him uncomfortable to an extent, but I loved how my dad responded. He was understanding. He was very understanding. And you know what? I felt a lot better afterwards. So yeah. Try that, collective. Having that uncomfortable conversation with somebody, having the courage to be vulnerable will really help you with whatever unprocessed grief you have. For some of you, the reason why your grief is unprocessed is because you may be someone who struggles with dissociating, which means you have kind of shut down to an extent to not have to feel the full impact of certain pain. It's a trauma response. You can't help it. It's not something that you force to come on or to activate. It's a trauma response. And it could be something that you've dealt with for a lot of your life. Like myself, I have a lot of familiarity with dissociating. That is a very good practice to help you move those emotions, start to get those emotions regulated. Because the thing with dissociating, and what makes it so difficult for a lot of people, especially if you're somebody like myself who's very self-aware, I want to heal. I want healing, healing and internal work, shadow work is very, very important to me. It's always internal first, the external will follow. You get what I'm saying? So, to be on a healing journey and then it's like you're struggling to heal because you're struggling to feel, it's almost like you're running into a brick wall. How can I heal something if I can't connect with my emotions? Because I'm so out of tune, you know, with my emotions. I'm going to put the dissociating video, Christina Lope's dissociating video. I'm going to link it in the description box of this reading. If that's something that seems like it resonates with you, then I would really advise you to check it out. But let's move on to Tanit. Tanit. Hold up. Tanit. Okay. Let's get into that. $30 on the timer I just caught. $22. So it says Tanit, goddess of pleasure. She is from Tunisia. Her temple is conjurers and her element is air. It says Tanit was the goddess of the stars in ancient Carthage. Today, all the way over in Libiza, they still have pleasure-filled full moon midnight table dancing parties in her name. Okay. You see, she like a... What's wrong with me? Sometimes I catch my reflection and I'll be like, girl, what the fuck? You know, she looks like she's like a belly dancer or something. Not me and my little shimmy thinking I was doing something. Crack myself up. Anyway, it says Tanit's guidance. It says you are thirsty for more pleasure. You can't thrive when life feels dry. You are made of laughter and stardust, not sawdust. Pleasure is your birthright, a gift from the universe. Embodiment. How much juicy pleasure can you stand? Turn up the pleasure principle. You secretly feel that you don't deserve it, but pleasure is a healing and manifesting force. Laughing, loving, and orgasmic joy is holy. Hold your hands. Oh my gosh. She didn't even have to say it. I felt it. I had a pause and I'm like, somebody's sacral chakra is blocked. Their sacral chakra is blocked because they have unprocessed grief. So you could be somebody, like, you know, maybe you struggle with like reaching your O. You struggle with just that connection down there. Like, y'all, you don't understand, like, and this is why I love Christina Lowe specifically, because, you know, a lot of times, okay, you can go to counseling and therapy, but I really do believe that a lot of them, they are treating you on a psychological level when this is so much deeper. When it comes to trauma, it's so much deeper than just mental. It's energetic. So, you know, your grief can block your chakras. It can block certain chakras within your body, which means, whoa. Oh. Somebody's sacral is really blocked. Bottom 3 chakras is really important. Whoever this is aligning with, whoever this is resonating with, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, all of your chakras really, but those bottom 3 are going to be very important for you because mind you, creativity, your creativity, that comes from your sacral chakra. If this is blocked, you could absolutely have a creative block right now. Experiencing some type of creative blocks. And it has everything to do with unprocessed grief. Look, don't get me started because I knew at some point I know how to bring it together. I was doubting myself in the beginning. But I just brought this together real nice and I see it. I see it. Your unprocessed grief is blocking your creativity and even your pleasure. There's something I'm supposed to be doing. And it's more than just these readings. I'm telling you, y'all, I keep hearing and having these visions of I need to have some type of healing retreat. Something where I can just get all my soul sisters and all my soul brothers together who are really looking to heal, really do that inner child healing. Because, you know, there's so much healing. There's so much that can happen in community. I got something else I got to work on. There's something else. I'm going to have something else in the works really soon. I got to figure out how to do it. And, you know, all I got to do is let the universe know what it is that I'm trying to do. And they know that it's coming from my heart. And it's something that I'm passionate about. They'll give me the tools. They'll give me the finances. It's going to come together. We gotta... Damn. This shit's hitting, man. Okay, let me go back to the... Because, you know, I'll get a download, y'all, and say, fuck the whole book, and then just start going. But, it says... How much juicy pleasure can you stand? Turn up the pleasure principle. You secretly feel that you don't deserve it, but pleasure is healing and manifesting force. Laughing, loving, and orgasmic joy is holy. Hold your hands over your reproductive area and say out loud, I deserve pleasure. Hold your hands over your yoni. Men, if this resonate, any men, if it resonate with you, hold your hand over you and say, I deserve pleasure. Goddess declaration. And also affirmation. It feels good to feel good. But it's really this, I deserve pleasure. I want you to really fixate on that. I'm telling you, y'all, this, yeah. But it's okay, because I love how the universe is going to give you the tips as to what we need to do to get this, to get this, whatever it is, this sacral chakra block. Somebody's sacral chakra is blocked like hell. For real. Exercise that you can do amongst the tips that I'm going to give you with this Christina Lopes video on dissociating. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm channeling dissociating all over here, all over this energy. Or a block. Somebody is blocked because of unprocessed grief. Check that video out, but check her channel out, because I feel like she addresses so many different traumas, so many different things. I'm like, that is a beautiful woman. Like, I really love her. I've never met her, never got to talk to her, but she is fully standing in her purpose with what it is that she does. And, you know, being that, you know, I practice divination. I like the channel, but I am a healer. My ultimate goal for everybody is not, you know, I do feel like there are certain readers and they have certain things that's their thing. Like, it might be spiritual warfare. It may be love and romance. It may be career and finance. For me, I want a healing. I'm very passionate about internal work. Like, I know for a fact I'm a healer. I use this. I use divination for the purpose of healing. All right. So where am I moving from here to close this out? I guess I'll use some messages from the universe. Y'all cool with that? Spirit team, we good? We on the same page? We don't want to quit. Yeah, let's use some messages from the universe. I also may use some angel numbers. But let's just see what advice, what else we can take from the reading before I close it out. Yeah, so but yeah, like I was saying, I do Spirit, just please add more to this reading. What more do you want the collective to know to close out this reading? But yeah, a beautiful exercise along with the Christina Lopes video, because I be getting off topic, man. Along with the Christina Lopes video is practicing being vulnerable. Quite frankly, y'all, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Right now, it takes some time to reflect. Is there a conversation that you have not had? Does somebody do something that made you feel away? Or maybe there's something you did that you felt like somebody else that you made, where you made somebody else feel away, and you feel like you never really took accountability for that. You never really spoke up. You never really addressed it. You never really addressed it. Be comfortable being vulnerable. Be comfortable making yourself uncomfortable and possibly others uncomfortable by being vulnerable. For some of you, for a lot of you, this is going to help you with whatever unsuppressed trauma, feelings, whatever it is that you have. Being comfortable, making yourself uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable by being vulnerable about how you feel, how this affected you. And what did it say? It said, like, you know, for some of you that maybe you don't know how to address it. How does Mami Wata say to say it? Let me go back on that one more time. What's I say? I'm gonna stick beside them. They give me the best messages every time. And it's like the deeper my intuition gets, the more I'm understanding these in a bigger picture. It says, cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others and become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. Okay, it says, start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. I'm starting today. I haven't been showing the whole me. I feel like I've been maybe operating from a place of fear, a place of maybe not wanting to be problematic or, you know, stir up any, you know, negative emotions. But, you know, I just got a reading that was really insightful for some of you, because for some of you who this message that's resonating with, this is uncomfortable for you. For some of you, you don't like to be problematic. So it's just best, you know what? It's just best left unsaid. But now the grief is just sitting in there unprocessed. Especially because for some of you, some of the grief is tied to people that are stealing your energy today. And you've never said anything. You've never said anything, and you've probably got so deep into being disconnected from your emotions or so deep into dissociating that you don't even realize that subconsciously it still bothers you. The same way I didn't realize that what I spoke to my dad about, I didn't realize that shit still hurted me. I didn't realize it hurted me anymore. Since then I've had new traumas and new things that have hurt my feelings. But I'm like, once I got to talking to him, all of those things seem small. And if anything, all of those little things that have happened since whatever it is that I feel like my dad did that hurt my feelings, it seemed like it's all just a repeated lesson to show me that there is something that I need to heal from. There is still something that I have not addressed within myself. So some of you don't even know that you're hurting. You're not going to know that this still hurts you until you have the conversation. Until you have the conversation, you start the conversation, and then maybe more might come up. Now, don't get me wrong. Like Mami Wata said, we're not doing this to people please. This is for us. The person you may communicate this to really may not take it well. They may not take accountability at all. They may try to call you crazy, whatever it may be, but this is for you because you can't carry this no more. You can't carry it no more. This is hurting me. You can't carry this no more. Tell me more, Spirit. It's sitting there in you. And maybe you're so disconnected you don't realize it's really still hurting you. Damn. Damn. For some of you, this might not even be in this lifetime. This may be a past lifetime. Your soul remembers trauma. It does. That's why I also want to get into like past life regression work as well. All right, let's get these messages. I'm like really passionate about this because I really want y'all to take what I'm saying from this message and really apply it. Especially the person who you know who you are. Because you've commented twice on this on my dissociating post, and yeah, babe. You know, whatever it is that you can remember, because I do understand with dissociating, we tend to lose a lot of memories. But for me, what's so crazy is I don't forget the bad memories. It's like dissociating, it may make me shut down to where I'm not fully feeling it. I may not be fully feeling the impact of what's happening. But what's so crazy is I actually don't forget any of the trauma or any of the bad feelings. But all of the good things that happen around it, I don't remember it. Tell me more, Spirit. All right, it says, every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. For some of you, this has been your mindset for a long time. It's like, yeah, that hurt, but better days will come. But are you dealing with what hurt you? Have you dealt with it? Tell me more, Spirit. It says you are safe, you are protected, the worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Okay, I'm going to read it again. It says you are safe, you are protected, the worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned, and it is safe for you to trust your path. It says, live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Mami Wata said, don't people please. Had a conversation, y'all. I know it ain't going, just have it. It says, live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. Tell me more, Spirit. It's 411 today. What's the 411, huh? What's the 411? The past is behind you now, so drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little bit uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. I don't know why I feel like this is like the energy that you need to be in after coming out of addressing what needs to be addressed. Because this is giving me the feeling of like, you know, look forward, but you know, time don't heal wounds. So it's like the energy that came out first, this energy came out first because there are things that are unprocessed. So for some of you, you actually do kind of got to take a little walk down memory lane to maybe have a conversation with somebody. Or for some of you, maybe it's not so far back in your childhood like maybe it was for me. Maybe for some of you, it is more recent or more of the near past. Anything else, Spirit? It says, what is meant for you won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. So for some of you, to those of you who need to have a conversation with somebody, understand you're not having this conversation to reconcile. It's not to reconcile. This conversation is purely for your healing. Purely for you. Purely for what it is that you need to release. Maybe for some of you, you know, it's like, okay, no, I just feel like it's best that I don't have the conversation. Have it with somebody. A therapist, a something, a somebody. But something needs, you need to use, there is some type of tool that you need to use to get this out. But for those of you who still has the person in your energy that, like maybe you had a situation like me where maybe it's a parent or somebody like that and you just never spoke on it and you let it be what it is, have the conversation. Because maybe you won't really realize how much maybe whatever it is that hurts you with that person is a reflection of the different things, the different situations that maybe you've ended up in with other people. You just never know. So it's like, have the conversation. But this has been your reading, collective. I really do hope that this resonated. If so, please like, comment, subscribe. It is just a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel. And it's also a beautiful way to help me channel for you for future readings. But until next time, I love y'all all so, 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 so much. Is that a heart? Is it a good heart? Whatever. Peace out. Love y'all.